Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Spin Master in their 12-inch DC line, we are featuring the Red Hood, aka Jason Todd. Okay, so I got this at my local Walmart. This is probably a line of action figures that you're very familiar with. They generally retail anywhere between $9 to $12. You can find them at Targets, Walmarts. It's a budget line of action figures that's aimed, specifically towards kids. This isn't really aimed at all for the adult collector. They're budget action figures, but I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. The larger size means that they're funner to play with for little ones, and if you're an older collector, much like myself, they're great display pieces since they're so tall. Other figures in this wave include Combat Batman, Stealth Armor Nightwing, another Batman, and also the Joker. I believe this recreates the Red Hood's costume from the Rebirth era, more specifically issue 24 of Red Hood and the Outlaws. It's a fantastic looking figure, and it's pretty neat. In some ways, it's kind of interesting how Red Hood's costume has evolved over the years. I don't think he's ever had any design that's considered evergreen. Probably the closest thing would be maybe during the Judd Winnick era of the Red Hood during his series. In that, I believe that was when Jason was, I think, resurrected by Talia, and he kind of just ran around in a brown leather coat with the red helmet. But between then and now, his costumes changed drastically over the years. This one looks very almost like something out of like Mortal Kombat. He kind of resembles the ninjas like Sub-Zero and Scorpion with the faceplate and the hood. But, it's still Red Hood. He has his stylized Batman emblem on his chest. He has the red vest. The one thing that's different between this and his actual comic book appearance is that in the comic book, he has rolled up sleeves, which you can see here. But instead of having a flesh tone, they just opted to color the whole thing black. All right, so let's take this guy out and get started. Alright, so before we begin, let's discuss the elephant in the room. Probably the biggest miscarriage of justice with this action figure is that he does not come with his pistols. So unfortunately, your Red Hood is not going to be able to dual wield his standard firearms. Much like most DC action figures, whether they're produced by Spin Master or McFarlane, or even DC themselves, they don't come with weapons anymore. You're not going to see any guns with any action figures, unfortunately. But at the same time, with this guy being at the 12-inch scale, it's not that hard to find 1/6 scale weaponry. Just dip into like the old classic 12-inch G.I. Joes or any other 1/6 scale action figure line, and you could probably find pistols that you could outfit onto this guy. And it's nice, they gave him hands that are prepared to like grip weapons. There's a slight semblance of a trigger finger here. So, all right, let's look at the figure up closely. A nice sculpting. Again, this looks very almost like something out of Mortal Kombat with the faceplate and the hood. They've really deviated from him having that red bowl over his head. And it's a nice looking figure. It's not my favorite Red Hood design, but being a fan of the character, I kind of needed this. I know a lot of older collectors joke around and call these toys shampoo bottles, but for the most part, I think they're fun. If you have little ones, these are great toys to play with. They're articulated. They're light, large, easy to handle, and they're just really entertaining toys to have. They look great on any display shelf, especially since they're so large. And when you have a set of them together, it looks even more impressive. For example, here's the Nightwing, also produced by Spin Master. And then we also have Bruce Wayne himself, the Batman. So it's a great line of toys. Don't sleep on these. I think they're great, especially if you're a fan of these characters. You know, they're all really, really awesome. Love these things a lot. All right, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.